Graders, it's Mr. B here again. This is our day 5 math lesson video here. Today is Monday, April 6th. So let's go through our math menu here for the day. Items you're going to need. You're going to need a pencil, and you're going to need our fractions math packet. So what you're going to need to do, we're going to be on page 5 here today. Okay, so it's going to look like this. It's going to say comparing fractions, page 5 up in the top right hand corner, 15.3. Okay, comparing fractions. We'll go through that lesson here in a little bit. Remember, you only need to do the ones that I do. I usually circle the ones that I do or that you need to do with me. The rest are extra practice. Okay, and then afterwards, you need to do Math IXLs P11 through P13. Okay, remember to score up to 80 on that. Let's get started. All right. So today's objective, our learning goal here today is I can compare and order fractions. Okay. So by comparing and ordering fractions, that means that we are trying to figure out which fraction is the larger of the two or the smaller of the two. Okay. So we're going to be using like the greater than less than signs. Okay. So we're going to be using greater than, less than, or equal to. Okay, today. So we're going to be using those signs to help us with our objective today. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so right now we're comparing fractions with like denominators. Okay, so like denominators means they're the same denominator, right? So remember, the denominator is our bottom number. So in this case, it would be the 5 on these two fractions. Okay, so we're comparing fractions with like denominators. Okay, so we are going to compare 1/5 and 4/5 using counters. Okay, so we're looking at the red ones. Okay, we're looking at the red counters. So this one is 1/5. There's one filled out here. Okay, maybe if I put this next right underneath it will help us give a better comparison here. Okay, so and this is 4/5. 4 out of 5, right? 4 out of the 5 are red. So which one would have more? Okay, which one would have more? 4/5. So I'm going to put our less than sign, right? Because 1/5 is less than 4/5. Okay, so those are pretty easy. That's with like denominators, right? They're the same denominator. Okay, let's try some ones with unlike denominators. Okay, so there's going to be a little trick I'm going to teach you guys here. Okay, but unlike means that they are different. They are different. Okay, different denominators. Okay, so we are going to compare 7/10 and 2/3. Okay, so when we have unlike denominators, different denominators, there's a little trick that you're going to do. It only works if you have unlike denominators, right? Because when you have like denominators, it's pretty easy, right? It's pretty easy to figure out. Okay, so the trick that you're going to do is I'm going to pull this one just a little bit closer here, so that way you guys can see. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. You're going to make the butterfly wings. Okay, make butterfly wings. Make butterfly wings. Okay, so what you're going to do, I'm going to multiply 10 times 2, okay? And I'm going to write my answer above the numerator that I use, okay? So 10 times 2 is 20, okay? So now I'm going to do 7 times 3. And remember, you have to write it above the numerator that you use, right? So you have to write it above the numerator on the one that you use, okay? So I'm going to write this one up here, okay? So 7 times 3 is 21. So now, what I look at is which number, either 21 or 20, is bigger, okay? And that tells me which fraction is bigger. Okay? So 20 belongs to 2/3. Okay? And 21 belongs to 7/10. So think to yourself, which one would be bigger if 21 belongs to 7/10 and 20 belongs to 2/3? 21, right? So 7/10 is greater than 2/3. Okay? Let's try one more here. Okay? So go ahead, pause the video here. Try this one out by yourself. So I'm gonna pull this in a little bit closer here one more time. Okay. So remember, make your butterfly wings. Okay. Crisscross. Okay. So remember, you need to write it above the numerator that you're going to use. Above the numerator. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start with 8 times 3. 8 times 3 is 24. Okay. So I'm going to write that above the numerator that I use. 4 times 5 is 20. So I'm going to write that above the 5 because I use the 5 as my numerator. Okay. So now, which one is bigger? 3/4 or 5/8? Okay. So the 24 is above the 3/4. Okay. So I know that 24 is bigger than 20, and the 24 belongs to the 3/4. So 3/4 is greater than 5/8. Okay. All right. So let's start with our assignment. Remember, you only need to do the ones that I circle. Okay. So let's try these first 3 out by ourselves here. Go ahead and pause the video. Try these first 3. Okay. So I see that 8 and 8 are the same. Okay. So now that's when I look at the numerator. Okay. I know that 4 is greater than 3. So I know that 3/8 is less than 4/8 because 4/8 is bigger than 3/8. Okay. So here is our next one. So we have different denominators this time, right? Different denominators. I'm going to put a different color on this one. Okay, different denominators. Okay. So this is where we make our butterfly wings. Okay. Okay, so this is 4 times 5. That gives us 20, right? Because we write it above our numerator. 3 times 6 would give us 18. Okay. So which one is bigger? 5/6 or 3/4? I see that 20 is above the 5/6, right? The 20 is above the 5/6. So I know that 5/6 is greater than 3/4. Okay. Let's try the next one here. So I see that they're different numerators, okay? Or different denominators, excuse me. So 3/4 or 3, and we got a 4, okay? So I'm going to do our butterfly trick. I'm going to go like that. I'm going to go make our butterfly over here, okay? So 3 times 2. That gives us 6. So I'm going to write that above the 2 because that's the numerator we used, okay? The 2 is the numerator we used. 4 times 2 gives us 8. Okay, I'm going to write that above this 2 because that's the 2 we used. Okay, so I know that 8 is greater than 6.
Excuse me, the Subway sandwiches are in the elementary lounge just so we can have all the fixings in one place. Everyone is invited down there for sub sandwiches. I'm sure kids' lunches are still in the lunchroom where they normally are. Park Rapids Education and Activities Foundation, I believe, are the people that brought us lunch today. Thank you.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so 8 is greater than 6. Okay, so I know that 2/3 is greater than 2/4. Okay, 2/3 is greater than 2/4. Okay, all right. Let's try this next row, and then the rest are going to be extra practice for you. Okay, so go ahead and do this next row, and the rest are going to be extra practice for you guys. on this side at least, on this side. Okay, so this one was 3/8. Okay, so once again, butterfly trick, because they are different denominators, right? Unlike denominators. Okay, so we have 3/8 and 2/4. Okay, so I'm going to go 8 times 2, and I'm going to write that above the 2 that we used for our numerator. Okay, so 8 times 2 gives us 16. Now 4 times 3 gives us 12. Okay, so I'm going to write that above here because I used this numerator. Okay, so now I look at this one and I look at this. Which one's greater? 2/4. Okay. Next one, check the denominators. They're different. Okay, so that means I got to do my butterfly trick. Okay. So start with 8 times 1. That gives us 8. Okay. Now 5 times 2 gives us 10. Okay. So now I check which one's greater, 10 or 8, because 10 belongs to 5/8 and 8 belongs to 1/2. Okay. Rewrite that. Okay. So green is more than red in this case, right? 10 is more than 8. So I'm going to write that. Okay. All right. This next one here, check the numerators, or denominators. They're different denominators. Okay. So that means we have to make our butterfly. So 1, I'm gonna redo this one. Okay. So 6 times 1, 6. 6 times 1 is 6. 4 times 1 is 4. Remember to write it above the numerator that you use. So now I know that 6 is bigger than 4. So that means 1/4 is going to be the bigger one. Okay. So now the rest of these are going to be extra practice. Oh. I'm just going to go flip it. There we go. The rest of these are extra practice. Okay. Okay, so I would recommend trying a couple more of those out. All right, let's go to the back side here. We're going to the back side. Okay, so now we're reducing fractions. Remember, so when we reduce, we divide. Okay, we want to get as simple as possible. Okay, so first step, try your numerator. Try numerator. Okay, try dividing by your numerator. Okay, so this first one here, I'll zoom in. Okay, 4/18. 4/18. I'll do a check mark for this one because we're going to do these ones together. Okay, 4/18. So can I divide 4? Switch it up so I can see it. Okay, can I divide 4 out of both? Remember, okay, because remember, whatever you do to the bottom or top, you have to do to the other. Okay, would 18 divided by 4 work? Think to yourself, it would not, right? That would not give us a whole number, okay? So 4 will not work. Dividing by 4 will not work, okay? So now think, I'm going to try 2 now, okay? I wish it would just stay like that. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to try 2 now. Divide by 2, divide by 2, okay? So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 18 divided by 2 is 9. Now, can I take anything else out of 2 or 9? Nope, I cannot. So that is simplified. That is reduced. Okay? We're going to the lowest terms. Okay, so now this one. I have a pretty good sense that I cannot take 35 out of 50. Okay? So I'm gonna try 5. 5 would work for both. Okay? So 35 divided by 5 would give us 7. Then 50 divided by 5 would give us 10. Okay? Is that the simplest form? Yes, it is, because we cannot take 7 out of 10. Okay? But that's the smallest 7 can go when you divide it. Okay? All right, let's try this one. So I know we can't put 4 into 6. We cannot do that. Okay? Can't do that. So I'm going to go ahead and erase that one. Okay. Okay. So 4, 6, I'm going to try 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. That is the smallest we can go, is 2/3. Okay. Let's try this one now. So I'm going to try, So I know 28 cannot go into 48. Okay. 28 cannot go into 48. So that will not work. I'm going to try 4. Let's try 4, because I have a feeling, because I know 4 times 7 is 28, and I know that we can get 4. We can put 4 into 48. Okay, let's try that. Maybe we can even go smaller, but we'll see. Okay, 28 divided by 4, that gives us 7. 48 divided by 4, so I know 4 times 10 is 40, and I need to get up to 8. So 4 plus 8, or 4 times 2. Oh, that's frustrating, kids. 4 times 2 gives us 8. Okay, so that would give us 48. So 10 plus 12, or 10 plus 2. Okay, so that would give us 12. Can we go smaller than that? I do not think so. Okay. Go ahead and try work, or the rest. I'm gonna have the rest of these extra practice since we've done these already. Okay. So all this is gonna be extra practice. Okay. I would recommend doing these. Okay. But all these are gonna be extra practice. Okay. All right. So go ahead, finish, make sure to do this lesson. The ones that I have circled on this side and this side, okay, are extra practice. All these, okay. Once you're done, go ahead, go back to your, go back to the math menu, check out the IXLs, P11 through P13. You need to score up to 80, okay? Math IXLs P11 through P13. And then once you're done, make sure you do your other lessons, okay? All right. Let me know if you have questions. I'm available all day. Also, I will be available on Google Meet from 1 to 2. Okay. All right.